The following program is a part of Black Squirrel Entertainment.
This week, we've got a discussion on the new Super Mario Galaxy movie.
And Toby Fox Trivia. All Systems Go starts right now.
Greetings and welcome back to another episode of All Systems Go, the only show that levels up your week. I'm Combo Cassandra.
And I'm Leaderboard Laz. Let's get started. Here at ASG, generative AI is our favorite thing on which to hate. The release of OpenAI's Sora 2 video generation engine unleashed a deluge of AI clips of copyrighted characters, most notably Disney and Nintendo material. While Nintendo is unsurprisingly prepared to hit the sue button, Disney is taking a different approach. Last Thursday, November 13th, CEO Bob Iger announced that Disney Plus will start hosting user-generated videos featuring their characters. Of course, only paying Disney Plus subscribers will be able to use this feature. And so capitalism marches ever onward.
Stardew Valley and Among Us are teaming up for an unexpected, but very welcome, indie crossover. Announced in a surprise drop on November 18th, Among Us has launched a limited-time Stardew Valley Cosmicube, bringing cozy game charms straight into the world of crewmates and imposters. Players can unlock 29 new cosmetics, including outfits inspired by Abigail, Sebastian, Linus, Lewis, and even Mr. Key, plus adorable Junimo and Crovis pets. You'll also find farming-themed goodies like the Void Egg Hat, Grandpa's Beard, and the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies nameplate. The Stardew Valley Cosmicube is available now through February 18th, 2026. It costs 3,300 beans to activate, with additional beans needed to unlock each branching item. No word yet on whether Stardew Valley will return the favor, but for now, fans of both games can enjoy this rare indie crossover while it lasts.
So how are we feeling about Disney after my last story? Well, regardless of how we feel about Disney, last Thursday, November 13th, they announced a 2D animated series adaptation of Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding games. The series, which has a working title of Death Stranding Isolations, will have a, quote, traditional hand-drawn 2D animation style, end quote, and will be animated by E&H Production, an animation studio founded by former MAPPA director Sung-Hoo Park. The announcement graphics featured concept art drawn by Ilya Kushinov, the character designer for Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045. Death Stranding Isolations is set for a 2027 release on Disney+.
Fans heading to see Jujutsu Kaisen Execution in Japan are getting a serious warning. Record anything in the theater and you can face up to 10 years in prison for a $65,000 fine. The reminder comes after illegally filmed clips of the new movie have begun circulating online. The film opened in Japan on November 7th, combining the Shuiba incident arc with the first two unaired episodes of Season 3, a major draw for eager fans. Japan's strict anti-piracy laws apply to all films, and the long-running No More Iga campaign makes the stakes clear, even with its humorous mascots Cameraman and Patrol Lamp Man. Reactions online are split, with some overseas fans criticizing the staggered release schedule, while many Japanese commenters slam illegal recording as selfish. Similar warnings were issued early this year for Chainsaw Man Rize Arc and Demon Slayer Mugen Train.
Within only a day of the November 17th announcement of the 2025 Game Awards nominees, the eternal debate of what really counts as indie roared back to life. The developer of Megabonk, Vetinad, withdrew his game from its nomination for Best Debut Indie Game, stating that he didn't believe his game qualified. He said, quote, "I've made games in the past under different studio names, so Megabonk is not my debut game," end quote. Megabonk has since been removed from the nominations on the Game Awards website, and I highly recommend checking out the other nominees.
The long-dormant sandbox RPG Hytale may finally be getting a second life. Months after Riot Games canceled development, the studio has sold the rights back to original co-founder Simon Collins Laflamme, and he's wasting no time reviving the project. Collins Laflamme says he's already rehired more than 30 former developers and released 16 minutes of raw new gameplay captured on the game's legacy engine. He calls the footage quote, broken but beautiful, end quote, adding that sharing it now is part of his promise to break the curse once and for all. Early access is officially back on the horizon, with more updates, clips, and screenshots coming soon. First announced in 2018, Hytale quickly became a viral sensation, and now, after years of uncertainty, its return looks closer than ever.
After the break, the cast shares their thoughts about the upcoming Super Mario Galaxy movie.
And yes, I'm already practicing my zero gravity hair flip. All systems go, we'll be right back.
Today, the cast actually watched the trailer. Hopefully, we will be talking about our thoughts on Super Mario Galaxy trailer and what we are most excited in seeing the upcoming movie. So let's get into it. First question is, how do we feel when seeing the trailer for the movie? Anyone? Anyone can start.
I think it was cool. Like, looking at it, like I didn't have like a huge emotion towards it because like I knew they were going to be making another movie because it did so well. But I was like, I'm happy with the references they've showed off so far with like the Odyssey reference and all the stuff they're doing with Galaxy.
Yeah, I was excited when I remember when they announced they were doing a sequel. I was like, okay, cool. I wonder what it could be. And then they announced, oh, it's going to be the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I'm like, already? We're already jumping into Galaxy territory? I thought it was going to be not that, but then again, they didn't really do like a directly linear approach when adapting Sonic to film, so I figured, I guess it makes sense with Mario.
I think with Mario, just the way they have to jump into it is you can't really do a Mario movie 2 without it being the same unless you jump to Galaxy, because Mario is a pretty linear storyline.
Fair enough.
Because they're all kind of the same.
Yeah.
Taki?
Yeah, I would just say I had like very like mixed feelings about it at first, like when I saw the trailer. But then again, I did see, like Noah said, I did see all the references and how they're like kind of going with the film. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
Kind of bouncing off a little bit of what Brody said, I honestly thought it would have been cool if they saved Galaxy for a hypothetical Mario movie 3 and had Mario 2 be maybe about like Mario like Sunshine instead.
I did see comments about that, yeah.
However, what I will say is I'm cool with the second one being about Galaxy, and I really like how they're really playing off of the first movie and how they're playing off of how at the end of the first movie they've captured and shrunk Bowser, and now Bowser Jr. is out to rescue his dad. I really like how they played it off of the fact that they made the significance of the first movie really important and the events of it play into the second movie.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious as to see how they're going to adapt
yeah.
Bowser Jr. and his like presence of it all and what he'll do.
I was the Wonder Flower reference so early, because
Yeah.
that Galaxy I was fine with. Them doing Mario Wonder so soon.
Like, is that
How's
like
the Wonder Flower going to play?
I get.
What will that do?
Like, I don't even know if it's going to be Wonder Flower, if it's just the Bowser Jr. design, because it is a cool design. But I was like, the fact they referenced it that soon felt weird to me, because I'm like, that game is the newest game and hasn't sat
Figured
the
he would.
longest.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I thought he would transform into like Shadow Mario or something like that, but I wonder if that'll even happen.
Where that's where
knows?
like I feel like Mario Wonder could have been the third movie, because it's a new kingdom. But I can
Yeah.
also see Sunshine being like a spin-off 30-minute special.
That'd be fun.
Well, moving on to the next question, what do we all think about Bowser in the trailer? What you said about him being tiny and like in the beginning of the trailer. What do we all think about that?
As an artist, I relate to him deeply. that scene has been all over my Twitter, of the one where he's like, and I'm just like, I feel that as an artist. It's beautiful.
I'm concerned by the implication that they've been, because we don't know, they don't specify how much time has passed between movies. So for however long it's been since the end of the first movie, they've had to continually feed him the mini mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like they've had to consistently, for who knows how long, force feed him the mini mushrooms just to keep him in his tiny prison.
But you gotta admit, you gotta love mini tiny.
I mean,
Bowser.
it's a funny bit, but like, it's kind of a dark implication. It's a dark implication.
Mario is
But wait,
such a hater in this movie.
wouldn't he have not gotten hit? Or
Well, no, I think it's on a time limit, but also seeing with it with Mario saying it's
Alright.
trash, it's completely different
That's
from...
his only
Yeah.
line in the trailer,
know.
by the way.
that is.
I just think
Yeah.
it's funny is his reaction is so, not like, I don't feel like it's out of character because I feel like it's in movie Mario character, but if this was like the Mario Luigi games, Mario would be in full support of this man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's very
Chris
true.
Pratt Mario's like D1 hater Mario.
Yeah, I just pretty much just like the 3-second connection that Luigi had with Bowser when he was like, oh, it's adorable or it's nice, because he was trying to get on like Bowser's good side and Mario's just like, it's trash, because he's trying to be like.
Well, let's move on to the next question. How do we feel about the first look at Rosalina and Bowser Jr. in the trailer? Because for me, when seeing Bowser Jr. with the whole like brush and everything, I thought he had like a kind of like a Prowler moment.
Yeah,
They
they took Prowler theme to it and added it to Bowser Jr.
Yeah, I thought like it was just a Prowler moment, so I had fun getting.
Yeah.
I will say that
Did Lythero edit this trailer?
I mean, good point.
Good
I will
point.
say Bowser Jr.'s design, specifically in that form, I think is really cool. However, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sure a lot of you can agree with me on this. When it's just in Bowser Jr.'s base form, I can't help but feel that his eyes, like the color of his eyes.
Oh no,
I
yeah.
think
He did more
feel really
whites on
off.
his eyes, I think,
Yeah.
so he could look more expressive. Because I think that is more of what lizards normally have, if I'm
Yeah.
not wrong. It's
Yeah.
just, it's because he's very similar to his normal form. It's weird seeing the whites of his eyes.
It's also seeing like how dark red they were like
Yeah.
in like the and
Yeah.
like and not in the trailer itself, but like within like the 15-second snippet that we got that was released by Nintendo afterwards.
Yeah.
I liked Rosalina's introduction. I thought it was
That was cool, too.
They wasted no time showing that she is not here to mess around. Like, she means business.
Yeah.
And
Total business.
It was pretty cool. Like, because I don't know if did they play any? I don't remember if they played any of her voice in the trailer. Did they?
There is
tiny bit.
clips
Okay,
of
it was
like
her
a- like
voice
a-
actor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brie Larson.
It's
in a
Brie
Mario
Larson,
movie.
yeah,
I'm
Brie
excited for
Larson.
that.
And her passion about the Galaxy franchise is also going to really show.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's what we
acting.
love is when movies get like actors who are passionate about the source material that they're working with, because that means they have more of a drive to really make sure they do this these characters justice.
Well, do we have any expectations considering all the things we've seen through the trailer? Like, do we expect something new to come from it when seeing the movie?
I will say like tracking back real quick, I did enjoy like Bowser Jr.'s like sequence with like the paintbrush and stuff, and how it turned into like the what was it, the spiky like ball that he had, whatever.
Well-
I did like that, but I feel like in terms of like new expectations, they might do something more with that. Like he might honestly turn into like Metal Mario if they reference that, because I think he does do that in like
He does the Shadow Mario
yeah.
stuff.
yeah, Shadow Mario, I mean. So I would like to see if that happens.
I don't have, not like I don't have expectations yet, but because they threw so much disconjointed stuff at me, I don't have much to expect yet.
Okay.
True.
Well, what do you two have rapid fire?
I don't really have too many expectations. Like, I need to see more. And it also doesn't help that I'm probably like the least versed in Mario like history compared to everyone else in the room.
Okay.
But I'm just hoping that everyone does a good job in their voice roles, and Chris Pratt actually like learns how to freaking voice act.
Quickly,
I
Coleman.
hope Wario's in the movie. I want to see
Okay.
Wario.
Well, after the break, Brody will talk about which Batman had the best suit, but I want to know which Batman had the best hands rated E for everyone. All systems go. We'll be right back.
Up next, Brody explores Batman's wardrobe.
We're doing another animated supersuit rating, this time taking it back to the DC universe and talking about Batman. I'm a sucker for superheroes, what can I say? Just like with the previous rating video I did, we're only focusing on Batman's suits as it appears in his solo television outings. So sorry JLU fans, no blue highlights and extra long ears for you. Additionally, we're only covering the primary suit in each series, so no auxiliary suits like the fireproof suit from the new Batman Adventures, or either of the suits Bruce wore in Batman Beyond. With that out of the way, let's get this started. First up is the Filmation Batman, first seen in 1968 with The Adventures of Batman as part of the Batman Superman Hour on CBS. This suit is a solid 7 out of 10 for me. It very much reminds me of the Adam West suit, just more bluish than gray. It very much sticks to the new look Batsuit design that debuted in the comics a few years prior in 1964, which quickly became the look synonymous with the character in those years. Next up, a personal favorite of mine. We got the suit from 1992's Batman the Animated Series. This is an easy 9 or 10 for me. It keeps in line with the stick to the current comic aesthetic that the Filmation suit did, this time being inspired by the darker gray and black color scheme, while also invoking the 1989 movie design as this show was meant to be a loose tie-in. It keeps the yellow oval and features blue highlights and blue inside the cape. It's an overall perfect design that many think of when picturing Batman in animation. Following the end of BTAS, we got the new Batman Adventures in 1997. This suit for me is an 8. It keeps the gray and black of the previous suit, but removes the yellow oval on the chest. The blue highlights are traded for a shade of gray. The belt is also new, having more prominent pouches rather than the smooth look the old one had. It overall looks fine, a bit meaner as a result of the tone shift between installments, but still really good. Jumping ahead to 2004, we have the suit worn in the Kids WB cartoon, The Batman. The yellow oval and blue highlights make a return, and they went all in on making the belt very reminiscent of the 1989 utility belt. The ears on the cowl are much shorter than in previous incarnations, and the gloves now have claws and the cape is the longest it's ever been shown, fully enveloping Batman and having a lot of it draped on the ground. This is another 9 in my book. In 2008, Cartoon Network treated us to Batman the Brave and the Bold. This suit is a throwback to the Silver Age, complete with the yellow oval, gray and blue color scheme, and the black shadow on the face of the cowl that also has exposed eyebrows. The inside of the cape is black, and the trunks are black with blue highlights like in previous shows. Another 10 out of 10 suit for me. Following the end of Batman the Brave and the Bold in 2011, we received Beware the Batman in 2013, the first ever CGI Batman cartoon. This suit is a strange paradox since it came out simultaneously with The Dark Knight Rises, giving the suit its all-black color scheme with just a gold belt to break it up, but also feels like it's trying to be the 1989 suit with how smooth it is. This is gonna have to be a 6 out of 10. It could be more, but single color batsuits just don't do it for me. Now for the obligatory kids show. In 2022, HBO Max debuted Bat Wheels, a preschool show featuring a talking Batmobile. Batman does appear in the show, and his suit is quite interesting. We're back to the gray and black, the yellow oval is there too, but now we have purple lining the inside of the cape. A very DC Rebirth inspired decision. Overall, 8 out of 10. It's a solid look. Next we have the 2024 series Batman Caped Crusader. Unlike most of the other shows that were based on more contemporary looks for the Dark Knight, this show opted for the Golden Age Batsuit design. It's as perfect a representation of that outfit as you can ask for, aside from changing the gloves to black from their original purple. 8 out of 10. Lastly, we have the Batsuit featured in the recently released Batfam series from Prime Video. I really have nothing to say here. It's a very standard look with the black cape and cowl, plus the yellow oval on the chest. The gray is more of a bluish gray, and the boots sit a little high, but that could also be due to the art style of the show. It's a 6 out of 10. Nothing special, but not terrible either. And with that, we bring this Batstravaganza to a close. Maybe next time I'll get around to the other animated Batsuits, or those bats will stay locked in the belfry for a while. I'll catch you all later. Same bat time, same bat channel.
After the break, it's time to guess which Toby Fox fact is legit and which were probably written at 3 a.m. Also some skill, will be right back.
Hey everyone, welcome back to All Systems Go. I'm Lynn, and I'll be your host for this quiz. I'm so sorry we couldn't get Tenna, he was outside our budget. Today I've gathered 4 contestants, Mike, Morgan, Vivian, and Noah, to play a quiz about our favorite video game auteur, Toby Fox. He's best known for creating the hit indie games Undertale and Deltarune, and he also composed some music for Homestuck, among other things. Let's get started. All right. Question 1. Toby Fox and Temmie Chang animated a commercial for the Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Tanahashi Wrestle Kingdoms 13 match. Is this true or false? All right, and the answer is true.
I couldn't remember.
So random.
I couldn't remember if that was. I didn't know anything about the animation. I remember the Kenny Omega thing being real, but I didn't remember if it was the animation.
It was so specific that it had to be true.
That's what you were banking on.
Someone let a small, round, bounceable boy in here.
All right, so question 2. Toby Fox helped name Mituna Captor, a pre-scratch before an alpha troll from hit series Homestuck.
What was that?
Toby Fox helped named Mituna Captor, a pre-scratch before an alpha troll from hit series Homestuck. This is false. Toby Fox only helped named Arena Circuit and Cronus Ampora. Yeah, not
Dang it.
that.
I
familiar with
heard
Homestuck.
Mituna and got excited, but
I just
misremembered.
guessed. I didn't follow Homestuck.
I don't know if I
honestly,
made the
if you
correct
don't
choice in
honestly, if
time
you
to
don't
get
know
that.
Mituna, that's a good thing. Mituna.
We don't have to get
I
into
just
it.
avoid the fan base.
Oh, okay.
Question 3. Megalovania was first heard in the Deerheart fight during Toby Fox's Earthbound Halloween hack. Was this true or false?
Is this a trick question?
song.
This feels. Is this?
I know one of the songs, I just forget.
I
have to guess on this.
All right. And that was false.
It was a different
actually-
fight.
It was first heard during the Dr. Andonuts
It was
fight.
Dr. Andonuts.
All right, question 4. Toby Fox made an album for Homestuck after forums started prohibiting images of the characters being pregnant. Is this true or false? It is indeed true. The album,
yeah.
The Baby Is You, was later
Yeah.
dubbed as the opera that must not be named.
No one can ever
I'm
forget this
pregnant.
exists.
and you're the baby.
I guess
It's like a cornerstone of internet culture.
it's really confounding because it contains mpreg. I don't know why. Anyway,
Not. I don't
what's
know
happening?
I have
Question
not looked
5.
at Homestuck, but I know this is real.
Question 5. Toby Fox composed the I'm sorry.
okay.
The Academy Ace tournament song for the Pokemon Scarlet Violet soundtrack. Is this true or false?
I'm pretty sure that's.
It is indeed true. He also remixed an Ed Sheeran song. Producer's note, Jenny does not like Ed Sheeran.
And I do not either.
What's wrong with Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran's okay.
You
Producers, I've also heard
game.
from the voices in my head. I've heard from the voices in my head that Sammy also does not like Ed Sheeran. Please make a note of this.
It's a big jump scare at the end of Scarlet and Violet.
I saw the name.
It
and I was
is,
like,
it
Toby
really is.
Fox worked on this game.
All right. Question 6. In Deltarune Chapter 3, Rules card got into and out of a throuple with weather characters Lenino, the cloud, and El Nina, the moon.
That was a great side
Is
plot.
that true or false?
This
It
one
is
feels-
false. Lenino is the moon and El Nina is the cloud.
Oh,
Come on.
Wait, what did you say? What was the question?
Oh, the character is Lenino the cloud and El Nina the moon.
Oh, I got.
I just heard the characters' names. I didn't hear the specifics.
That's kind of cheap.
Anyway, question 7. In Deltarune, if you defeat Spamton Neo via acting, you receive the puppet scarf, which can be equipped on Rousey. Is this true or false? It is indeed false.
It's
The
the
puppet
deal
scarf
maker.
is
Yeah, the
received
deal maker,
from
the
fighting,
sunglasses.
and the deal maker is the one received from acting.
Yeah. You get to have Spamton's jaundice, jaundice and pink eye.
Finally, question 8. In Undertale, the burnt pan item gives you an alarming +10 attack, but makes consumables heal less HP than normal. Is this true or false?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even
enough.
remember if I don't even run that.
I don't know enough about the individual items.
I remember one of the items does increase your healing items. I'm pretty sure it was the apron, but I don't know if the pan.
I don't run the items that
I'm
way.
gonna say that it ties in with.
It is
apron.
false.
Oh.
It's actually +4 HP for each
Yeah,
consumable.
yeah.
Okay,
couldn't
wait.
know.
So does the apron and the pan give bonus health, or am I misremembering? They both do. Okay. Okay. That.
Laz says they both do.
Well, it's a tie. Everybody loses. I'm so sorry.
Can someone pick up their Lancer?
Anyway, that's all the time we have for this week's episode of All Systems Go. Follow Instagram for some fun behind-the-scenes content and our YouTube for past episodes. All Systems Go, signing off.